Hi, savvy subscribers. Hey, do you ever wish that you could read the buyer's mind? Well, maybe you can. How many times have you been sitting in front of the buyer and wish you knew what he was thinking? Do you ever wish that you had that magic wand to motivate that buyer to buy? This video is understanding the fundamental principles of why buyers buy, so you can read the buyer's mind. Keep watching. I'm Christine Harrington, the Savvy Sales Lady, your personal YouTube sales coach, helping you to become sales savvy so you can prosper and you can help your clients prosper too. Okay, in this video, you're going to learn the 3 levels of buying motivation. You'll get a glimpse into the buyer's mindset. First, you should reach the buyer on 3 levels: intellectually, emotionally, and personally. And you really need to go beyond the obvious to discover what motivates the buyer to buy. Do you know who they really are? Do you know how they feel? Do you know what their biggest problems and concerns are and how your product can solve those issues? In order to answer those questions and help the buyer move forward, you first have to appeal to them intellectually. Now, while appealing to them intellectually is effective, it's not the most powerful way though. When you appeal to the intellect, you know they're making a logical buying decision. But that's not the only component. You gotta reach the buyer on an emotional level too. And this is much more powerful than the intellectual level. Now, it may surprise you to learn all of the emotions that a buyer may experience in a buying situation. They'll feel emotions of pride, greed, love, and even anger. Yes, people buy out of anger. I know, I've witnessed people buying out of anger, and I'll tell you about that later in the video. Now, the 3rd level is the personal level, and frankly, this is the one that most salespeople leave out. It's often overlooked, and it's the most powerful level. Here's my story. At the time that I was selling group benefits, and that's a brutal world, by the way, so competitive, I was being relentless pursuing this prospect. I was finally able to get in front of the benefit manager because I found out through a little detective work on my part that the benefit manager was fuming over a simple claim that had been denied with their current carrier. A claim my product would have absolutely covered. The key employee that got denied the claim was the vice president of the company. Yeah, ouch. The benefit manager was so angry because it made her look bad, as you can imagine. All I did was tailor my sales conversation around one word. Intellectually, it made sense for the benefit manager to listen to me because the company I represented covered that simple claim. Next, I appealed to her emotionally because if she kept with the same carrier, chances are other employees would be denied the very same thing when submitting that simple claim. She didn't want any more embarrassment, and that was her pain point. How did I appeal to her personally? I used the VP as an example that the company I represented would have covered that simple claim. So can you tell the one word I used throughout my presentation to drive home the 3 levels? The word was simple. Words matter. Frankly, I was surprised that this simple procedure was not covered. So I referred to the procedure as a simple claim because with the company I represented, it was. The benefit manager was still fuming about that denied claim, even though it happened 9 months earlier. But she bought with me out of anger because I appealed to her on all 3 levels. At the end of the presentation, it simply made sense to go with the carrier, my company, that covered such a simple procedure. Keep in mind, the most powerful way you can reach a buyer is on a personal level. In that situation, it was easy to read the buyer's mind because I went in knowing what the pain point was. You see, when you go into every sales presentation, you can't treat each prospect the same. You have to have a strategy on how to appeal to them on all 3 levels. And when you understand the buyer's core mindset, it makes it so much easier to close the sale. Tailor your sales pitch around the buyer's mindset and you'll close more sales. Now, if you're willing to try these tips, would you give me a thumbs up? And if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, I think it's down below. Hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you'll be alerted when my next video is uploaded. But more importantly, remember this: sales is a journey. It's not a quick trip around the block. Now go out and be sales savvy, and I'll see you on the next video.